Welcome, curious minds, to the Deep Dive, where we slice through the information overload to bring you the stories that stick and the insights that, well, make you truly well informed.
Glad to be here.
Today, we're plunging into a narrative that's really been captivating our team, a story Vincent Hopson titled, quite fittingly, Love or Lava.
Great title.
Isn't it? And look, this isn't just a tale of blossoming romance, it's an intense thriller. It explores the extraordinary lengths one man will go for the woman he loves, all set against this backdrop of hidden dangers and some truly unexpected turns.
That's right. Our sources for this deep dive come directly from Vincent Hopson's compelling narrative,
Yeah.
which it really unravels a captivating plot. You've got this online romance blossoming,
Yeah.
leading to a planned in-person meeting that just goes terribly wrong.
Horribly wrong.
And that's when it uncovers this dark secret involving an ex-con and a life-threatening debt. It's a story that expertly navigates themes of digital connection, these unexpected threats, and just the incredible resilience of the human spirit.
Our mission today, as we explore Love or Lava, is really to unpack the intricate layers of this story. We want to extract those crucial nuggets of insight into, the complexities of modern relationships, the shocking realities that can lie beneath the surface of seemingly perfect lives, and honestly, the sheer force of will when love is truly on the line.
Yeah, it's about commitment.
We're going to explore what it means to truly commit, to face danger head-on, and I guess to find hope even when the odds seem overwhelming. Prepare for those aha moments that will make you truly understand the depths of this incredible journey and what it reveals about commitment and courage in these really unexpected places.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so let's open this deep dive with the genesis of this, unlikely connection. Chapter 1 drops us right into the palpable anxiety of Kobe King. It's April 12th, the night before his highly anticipated meeting with Larissa Gio.
The big day.
The big day. The digital clock ticks towards 7:30 p.m., and you can just picture these brightly colored tickets on his desk, practically mocking his nerves. But what I found truly fascinating here is how their bond didn't start on, a dating app or through mutual friends. It began in the comments section of an Outlander Extreme video.
Which is quite something. Not exactly Match.com.
Not at all. What an unusual place to find the love of your life, wouldn't you say?
It's an extraordinary origin, absolutely. And this wasn't just any video either. It was a chaotic masterpiece, Base jumpers,
Yeah.
tangled parachutes,
That fiery explosion.
a fiery explosion.
That-
And what's truly unique is that while everyone else in the comment section was debating the physics or, frankly, the sheer stupidity of the stunt,
Right.
Kobe and Larissa found this shared fascination that went much deeper. Their connection wasn't about the spectacle of the disaster, but about something far more subtle and, I think, profoundly telling.
What was it?
It was the cameraman's calm voice and his unwavering focus, despite all the unfolding chaos.
Exactly. I mean, think about that for a moment. How a shared observation in such a chaotic video, seeing that calm amidst the storm, formed the very foundation for such a profound bond.
It says a lot.
It reveals so much about what they value in life, doesn't it? It's a unique psychological insight into finding common ground in the most unexpected places, especially online.
Definitely. It speaks to this deep, shared understanding of presence and composure under extreme pressure. They weren't drawn to the drama. They were drawn to the quiet strength within it,
Right.
highlighting the shared emotional intelligence and resilience from day one.
It makes you wonder if those initial insights into someone's character, found in such an unfiltered context, are they maybe more reliable than those carefully curated dating profiles?
That's a powerful point. It suggests they both possess a certain discernment, right? An ability to look beyond the surface level stuff and appreciate deeper qualities.
Yeah.
And this wasn't just a fleeting connection that evaporated. The story details a whole year-long digital relationship built on hours of conversation, days, then weeks of these late-night Skype sessions and, stolen moments during breaks.
It's a real investment.
Huge investment. They had amassed an incredible amount of intimate knowledge about each other. Kobe knew her favorite color was a deep, calming blue. The way her eyes crinkled when she laughed, her tireless dedication as a nurse's aide, even seeing her exhausted after a long shift, but still, beaming with pride.
These weren't superficial details. They were the very fabric of her life, shared across 4 cities, building this really robust connection despite the physical distance.
Absolutely.
And Larissa knew him just as well, you can tell. This wasn't just online flirting or casual chats. It was genuine, deeply personal, forged through shared vulnerabilities and those daily life details.
Exactly.
And that deep digital connection then faces the ultimate test, the leap into the physical world.
The real world.
Let's talk about those pre-meeting anxieties and the reassurance, because it's something so many of us can relate to, right?
Yes, no.
Larissa's phone buzzed, startling her out of this pre-travel packing frenzy. She was smiling, apparently, but her mind was just racing with those universal fears. What if he didn't like her in person? What if their chemistry didn't translate?
Yeah, the big what ifs.
These are the fears that haunt anyone bridging that gap from virtual to real, aren't they?
Absolutely. And what's particularly resonant here is that unspoken worry that hung between them during that call. It's a tension many people experience when transitioning from a virtual to a real-world relationship. The fear that maybe the idealized online persona won't quite match the nuanced reality.
Exactly.
Kobe, sensing this hesitation, offers this pivotal reassurance. He tells her, hey, it's going to be great, okay? We've talked about this for a year. You're perfect, Larissa. I know you are.
Wow.
This simple yet incredibly powerful validation just dissolves her deepest anxieties. He saw her, the one who sometimes rambled and was always a little messy, and still affirmed her perfection. It speaks volumes about his genuine acceptance.
That's such a powerful moment, truly. It speaks to the incredible power of genuine acceptance, that belief in her perfection, despite knowing her real self, her everyday self.
Mm.
It's that moment where you realize the person on the other side of the screen isn't just seeing an idealized, curated version of you, but you, with all your quirks and imperfections, and they still choose you.
Yay.
It dissolves those deep-seated vulnerabilities inherent in moving from virtual to real-world relationships. And Kobe handled it perfectly, leading to her wave of relief as she confirmed, yeah, it is. And you're not so bad yourself, Kobe King.
Yeah, that shared laugh.
That shared laugh, that lighthearted exchange, it solidifies their bond in a way that really goes beyond the digital.
Indeed. And the story emphasizes the symbolic nature of their nervous click of a mouse to purchase those tickets.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a transaction. It represented a shared leap of faith into a tangible future. They were both ready to move away from the pixels and screens and into a future finally within reach. This shared excitement for the next day, a future they believed was finally within their grasp, it sets the stage perfectly for the dramatic and ultimately terrifying turn this story takes.
Yeah, it highlights the immense emotional investment they had both made.
Absolutely.
And what a turn it is. The morning sun on April 13th, the day of their meeting, utterly fails to lift Kobe's mood. His desperate attempts to reach Larissa, 3 texts, 2 calls, are met with this just unsettling quiet.
Silence.
Imagine that gut punch, that initial pang of worry. He's picturing mundane issues like a dead battery, right?
Sure, the usual stuff.
But those quickly give way to more absurd panic scenarios, like her phone being eaten by a shark.
Right, the mind goes places.
That detail, that weak, almost desperate attempt at humor to counter the growing dread, is so telling about his escalating fear and the psychological spiral he's entering.
That detail really highlights the stark contrast with the previous night's optimism, doesn't it? Replacing it with this leaden sense of uncertainty. The sudden, unexplained silence from someone you've built such a deep connection with online is incredibly jarring. It shatters that carefully constructed digital reality and immediately raises alarm bells, precisely because it goes against everything they had established in their year-long communication.
Yeah.
When our expectations for a connection are so high and then met with silence, the mind just rushes to fill that void with the worst possible scenarios.
Exactly. Imagine that knot in your stomach, that growing sense of dread when the person you've built a world with across 4 cities suddenly goes silent. It's a universal fear, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
That feeling of helplessness when you can't reach someone, when the digital lifeline is abruptly cut.
Yeah.
But Kobe, true to the commitment we've already seen in him, makes an unwavering decision. He would go anyway.
Wow. Okay.
That train ticket, once a symbol of pure hope and anticipation, now becomes this testament to his sheer commitment and, frankly, mounting desperation. His journey begins a literal and emotional trek into the deeply unknown.
And that journey from Diamond Heights to Bishop Heights felt endless, apparently. The 4 cities that separated them now feeling like a profound chasm that perhaps represented more than just physical distance.
Right.
He replayed their last conversation over and over in his head, searching for any hint, any clue, any sign of what could have gone wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Upon arrival, he made his way directly to the large clock tower in the main square, their agreed-upon meeting spot. arriving at 10:15 a.m., 15 minutes early, full of this nervous energy that, just quickly turned to dread.
The agonizing wait begins, minutes turning into an hour, checking his phone repeatedly, watching the throngs of people pass by, each one a potential Larissa, a fleeting moment of hope, maybe, but none of them are her.
God, that sounds painful.
And then the story delivers that punch to the gut, that final definitive blow to his dwindling hope. The clock struck noon, the chimes echoing loudly in the square, a final definitive reminder that she was not coming.
Cool.
The very sound of the clock, typically just a marker of time, here becomes a kind of death knell for his expectations.
Yeah, if we connect this to the bigger picture, this isn't merely a missed date. It's the shattering of a carefully constructed reality that had sustained him for a whole year.
Right, his whole world.
Exactly. The perfect image of Larissa, built over a year of intimate conversations and shared vulnerabilities, began to waver, replaced by a deep, painful ache, and that harrowing question that so often follows such a devastating silence. Was it all a lie? This speaks to the profound psychological fallout of perceived abandonment or even betrayal after such deep emotional and temporal investment. The digital world had promised an almost perfect connection.
Yeah.
But the real world delivered devastating uncertainty, leaving Kobe in this void of questions and heartbreak.
And the heartbreak is palpable, truly. But Kobe isn't one to give up. A broken heart for him doesn't just retreat, it demands an explanation.
He needs answers.
He won't just walk away from a year of shared life, even if it was digital. He needs to know why.
Okay, so what does he do?
So Kobe's refusal to leave Bishop Heights with just a broken heart is critical here. He needed an explanation, a reason, some closure. His only lead, a desperate shot in the dark, was Larissa's workplace. Our city's Angels medical facility.
Right, the nurse's aide job.
Exactly. He flags down a cab, his security guard instincts on high alert, even though he's way off duty, far from his post. It's just a natural instinct for someone in his profession, I guess.
Sure.
He approaches the information desk, asking for Larissa Gio, a simple request that he hopes will unlock the mystery.
And the initial guarded response from the desk attendant is telling, right? It's a common reaction when dealing with potentially sensitive information in a place like that.
True.
But then a slightly softened tone when Kobe explains his situation, the raw desperation in his voice breaking through the protocol. This leads to the crucial information he needs. Larissa's best friend, Kelly Jones, an RN, who is on break in the E4 break room.
A lifeline.
It's a small detail, but finding that one human connection in a vast, impersonal medical facility becomes Kobe's lifeline.
And Kelly's immediate recognition, Kobe King, she mentioned you, so you came all the way here, offers this fleeting spark of hope for Kobe. It confirms Larissa was real, their connection was real.
Okay, good set.
But then comes Kelly's mix of surprise and weary resignation and her ominous warning. She's okay, sort of. You need to go home. You need to forget about her.
Ooh, sort of.
It's a chilling moment, right? The juxtaposition of she's okay with sort of Kobe's insistence, I can't. Not after all this time, just tell me where to find her, is just a testament to his unwavering commitment, overriding the clear danger signals.
He's not hearing the warning.
Not at all. Kelly reluctantly scribbles an address on a napkin, reiterating, some things are best left lost. What do you make of Kelly's hesitation and those cryptic warnings?
Well, what's fascinating here is how Kelly's warnings serve as this early alarm, a clear signal that Kobe is stepping into a world far more dangerous than he can comprehend. Her weary resignation isn't just about Larissa, but about the pervasive shadow of whatever she's caught up in. The phrase, some things are best left lost, is deeply foreboding, acting almost like an oracle,
Yeah.
Kobe's persistence, though admirable in its loyalty, is also a form of willful blindness in that moment, propelled by love, but ignoring palpable danger.
Yeah.
This broken map, as the outline describes it, isn't just about finding an address.
Right.
It's about navigating a shattered reality that's clearly more complex and dangerous than Kobe could have ever imagined. It highlights the stark contrast between the idealized world of online romance and the gritty, perilous truth of the real world.
Indeed. Kobe, ignoring the warning, heads to the address, propelled by this strange mix of relief and fear. This leads us directly to the terrifying confrontation.
Okay.
Bobby arrives at a small house on a quiet suburban street, nothing like he had pictured. He'd envisioned maybe a serene home for Larissa, but this feels ordinary and somehow unsettling. Then Larissa appears in the doorway, and she's just as perfect as he remembered. But her face is etched with fear, her eyes wide, darting from him to a point behind her. That image, perfect yet terrified, is truly haunting.
Oh, wow. And that initial wave of relief for Kobe, Larissa, I was so worried. What's wrong? Is so quickly shattered by a stern voice that cut through the air like a knife. Who the F is that?
Chilling.
Larissa flinches, tenses, and her pleading eyes meet Kobe's, conveying this desperate urgency. Please, just go. I can't explain now. Just go.
Oh, man.
What's so powerful here is the raw efficacy of nonverbal communication. Larissa's eyes, her body language, that whispered plea immediately convey a profound, life-threatening situation without a single explicit detail.
Yeah, you just know.
It speaks to a deep, primal understanding of danger, a warning signal that transcends words and communicates the absolute urgency of the moment, telling Kobe, without a doubt, that he needs to leave. Now.
And Kobe's instinctive understanding of the urgent danger is immediate and crucial. His retreat, not looking back, his heart heavy with the pieces of a love story he no longer understood, is heartbreaking, yet smart.
He had to go.
He had to. But he can't just leave Bishop Heights. He needs answers, and he finds a grim, temporary refuge. He retreats to a grimy, unassuming motel called the Pink Kettle, a place to think, to process the shock.
Right, regroup.
He then takes up surveillance, parking his rented car a few blocks from Larissa's house, observing the looming, angry shadow of the man, seeing him shout at Larissa, seeing her cower.
While confirming his fears.
This confirms his worst fears.
Yeah.
This man was keeping her there. Kelly's further evasiveness on the phone, she hasn't been in for days. Just go home, Kobe, please, only solidifies his grim realization. This wasn't just a miscommunication or a broken phone. This was something dangerous. He knew he was out of his depth.
He was definitely out of his depth, which is why his next call is to his work brother, Scott, a 7-year veteran of the Falcon Hills Security Forces and apparently a master of surveillance.
Good guy to know.
Exactly. Kobe explains everything, leaving out no detail, trusting Scott implicitly. Scott eventually provides the grin intel. The man is Shelley Tate, a known gangster, recently out of prison for a string of armed robberies and extortion.
Okay, this is serious.
This is where Kobe's romantic online world is slammed into a dark, violent, criminal underworld, far removed from the innocent world of, base-jumping videos.
And this detail really changes everything. The chilling revelation that Shelley is Larissa's ex from before his prison time.
Wow.
He moved himself back in with her right after he was released. He's been holding her there. The curtain is pulled back completely.
So she didn't just ghost it.
No. The perfect Larissa now has this hidden history, one he couldn't have imagined, and Kobe is forced to confront a reality that is far more dangerous and complex than any online profile could ever reveal.
Yeah.
It's the profound shock of discovering a partner's hidden, dangerous past, and it completely reshapes his understanding of their relationship, transforming it from a burgeoning romance into a high-stakes rescue mission.
It fundamentally shifts the entire dynamic for Kobe. He now knows the enemy, the precise nature of the threat. But as we'll soon see, the official channels prove utterly useless in this particular deeply personal battle.
Yeah.
He's up against a known quantity, but one that operates outside the usual bounds of justice.
Kobe, desperate for help, attempts to involve Chief Briggs at the nearest security station in Bishop Heights. But he's met with a cold dose of reality.
Okay.
Briggs's tired eyes snap open at the name Shelley Tate, repeating, Machine Gun Shelley!
Oh, he has a nickname. That's never good.
Right. It's immediately clear this isn't just any criminal. This is someone infamous, someone who inspires fear even in law enforcement. Briggs's grim recognition, kid, everyone in this city knows Machine Gun Shelley. He's a ghost story we tell the new recruits is chilling. And then comes the truly disturbing anecdote. Last time an officer went after him, he ended up with his leg. Briggs paused, adding, let's just say a meat grinder was involved. We didn't find the rest of him for a week.
Jesus. Okay. That's graphic.
Yeah.
And definitely a warning.
It's a story designed to deter, isn't it?
Absolutely.
This raises a profoundly important question about the limits of official authority when faced with powerful, entrenched criminal elements, doesn't it?
It really does.
Chief Briggs's casual sarcasm, which seems almost apathetic, actually masks this deep-seated fear and a systemic failure to protect the community from such individuals.
Yeah.
His message is stark and chillingly clear. Shelley just got out of prison. He's going to be untouchable for a while. No one wants to be the one to go near him. This highlights a societal implication where law enforcement, for various reasons, fear, lack of resources, perceived legal loopholes, is unwilling or unable to act against known dangerous criminals,
Right.
leaving victims like Larissa vulnerable and without a formal recourse. It paints a grim picture of how justice can be compromised by the power of fear. So, with the police unwilling to help, Kobe realizes he is truly, utterly on his own. Fueled by this grim determination, and knowing that every second counts, he returns to Larissa's street, parking at a safe distance once again.
Back to surveillance.
Back to surveillance. He logs onto her profile, desperately hoping for a sign, and to his surprise, sees her status as online.
Oh.
The digital world that brought them together now offers this cruel tease of presence. His trembling fingers type a desperate message. Larissa, it's me, Kobe. I know you're in trouble. I know about Shelly. Please, if you're there, just tell me you're okay. Don't reply if you can't, but just let me know you're safe.
God, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Just needing a sign.
The agonizing wait for a response is beautifully captured. A minute passed, then 5, then 10. The silence was deafening. Larissa was online, he could see it, but her status never changed. The message remained unread.
Oh, brutal.
So, what does this moment truly signify for us, the listener? It's the ultimate irony of modern communication. She's visible, present, a perfect image online, yet she's a ghost in the machine. Unable to respond, and Kobe is completely helpless.
Yeah.
The digital world that brought them together now brutally highlights her imprisonment, her inability to respond, emphasizing the stark difference between online presence and real-world freedom.
Right.
It's a chilling reminder that connection can be a window, but also, in this case, a cruel, taunting reflection of a cage. It underscores the profound psychological impact of digital visibility without the ability to interact.
Her digital presence, paradoxically, just accentuates her physical absence and literal captivity. This helplessness, however, turns into desperate inspiration for Kobe, leading him to devise this daring, unconventional plan.
Okay, what's the plan?
He knows he couldn't wait any longer, fueled by that haunting image of Larissa online, but silent, a symbol of her continued suffering.
Yeah.
He had to be her superhero, and his desperate gamble was the element of surprise, knowing that a direct confrontation would be fatal.
Right, he can't just charge in.
Exactly.
He goes all in with his disguise, adopting a new persona entirely. A cheap blazer, a pair of thick glasses, and a clipboard. He combs his hair, straightens his posture, transforming himself into a diligent, slightly bumbling building inspector.
Huh. Okay, clever. Risky, but clever.
The tense encounter at the door is gripping, almost cinematic. Larissa's eyes widened in a silent plea, a flicker of fear and recognition. And then Shelly Tate fills the doorway, a wall of menace growling, "Who the F are you, and tell me why I shouldn't murk you for being here?"
Oh, God. The stakes couldn't be higher.
Seriously.
Kobe's quick thinking and nerve are truly impressive here. His voice, described as a little too high, a little too fast, launches into this spiel about Hurricane Regulus and making sure the roof doesn't collapse on you.
Selling it.
It's a calculated risk, exploiting Shelley's potential ignorance, or maybe just his disinterest in bureaucratic details. Shelley's flicker of confusion is just enough for Kobe to achieve his goal. Shelley dismisses him with, "We'll check it, then get the F on," slamming the door.
Phew. Close call.
Kobe's relief is immense, but fleeting. Crucially, Kobe successfully places a small listening device, surveillance tech from Scott, through an open window on the second floor. His only hope now for understanding what was really happening inside.
Okay, so he got the bug planted. Now what?
He gets back to the pink kettle,
Right, the motel.
listening intently to the static, waiting. Then Larissa's voice cuts through. "I'm not doing that. This isn't my life anymore," filled with this desperate defiance.
Oh, well, good for her. A spark of fight.
A spark, yes. But then Chili's chilling threat, just a masterclass in coercive control. "You'll do it, or you'll never see this guy again. Don't think I won't take you backwards and put you back in that cage."
That cage. God.
And then, "You owe me, bitch. Even more now since you tried to run. Don't make me hurt you, Rissa." The sheer casual brutality in his tone is just terrifying.
It really is, that phrase.
What's profoundly unsettling here is the casual brutality in Shelley's threats, particularly that phrase, "in that cage." It sends a visceral jolt of panic through Kobe and, by extension, to us as listeners.
Absolutely.
It hints at a history of physical or psychological confinement, deepening the understanding of Larissa's terror and the insidious extent of Shelley's coercive control over her life.
Yeah.
This isn't just about money. It's about absolute dominion, a psychological trap, where the threat of returning to a cage is enough to enforce compliance. The emotional weight of such phrases reveals the deep-seated trauma Larissa must be experiencing and the systematic nature of his power. It's designed to break her will and keep her perpetually subjugated.
Kobe's reaction is described as a definitive, irreversible shift. A cold rage courses through him. He is no longer just a concerned boyfriend or a bumbling building inspector, but a man with a plan, a man in a race against time, a man fighting for the woman he loved.
He's activated.
Completely. With official help off the table, Kobe realizes he must take matters into his own hands, turning to a daring, unsanctioned intervention, a desperate act of faith.
Okay, unsanctioned intervention. What does that mean?
Well, Kobe now knows he's out of options with the official channels in Bishop Heights. Right, Chief Briggs made that clear.
Dead end there.
But he also knows about Chief Smith of the Falcon Heights Security Force, back where he works, and the whispers about Smith's daughter, Teresa, who was a victim of a tragically similar situation, a life snuffed out by a violent ex.
Ah, a potential personal connection.
This provides Kobe with a desperate, fragile hope, a hope that maybe shared trauma might supersede protocol. He makes the monumental decision to call the Falcon Heights security station at 3:14 a.m.
Middle of the night call.
Leveraging his connection to the Force, appealing not just to duty, but to a deeper human understanding of suffering and injustice.
This is where the narrative really delves into the blurred lines between official duty and personal justice. Kobe is banking on a shared trauma, an appeal to the human side of law enforcement, where the system itself failed previously.
Yeah, it's a huge gamble.
It raises a huge ethical question about bending the rules for a greater good when the traditional legal framework is insufficient or unwilling to act. It's a gamble, but one Kobe believes is absolutely necessary for Larissa's survival and, perhaps, for Chief Smith, a chance to right a past wrong by proxy.
Maybe find some justice for his own daughter.
Possibly. It shows how personal experience can sometimes override bureaucratic inertia, especially in these extreme circumstances.
And Kobe's faith is answered. A covert operation is swiftly set in motion. He's parked across the street in a dark blue Impala, giving the signal.
The signal.
Almost magically, 2 unmarked Falcon Heights security cars with 4 officers, 3 out of the second, appear, moving with practiced stealth, guns drawn.
Wow, they came through.
Officer Alvin's whispered radio communication is critical, underscoring the high stakes. Remember, guys, we're acting without authority here. This needs to be perfect. Every movement, every word has to be flawless.
Okay, high risk for everyone involved. Alvin's calm, steady voice then bangs on the door, announcing, Falcon Heights Security, we have a warrant.
A warrant? But they're out of jurisdiction.
Exactly. Shelley, feigning confusion, questions a warrant for Falcon City, attempting to use the jurisdictional difference to his advantage. Alvin, however, is smooth and practiced, delivering the quick, convincing lie, a warrant for an outstanding speeding ticket.
A speeding ticket. Brilliant.
But Shelley's gaze lands on Kobe and the Impala, and the dots of the building inspector instantly connect in his mind. His calm dissolves into a menacing grin, a sign that he knows he's been played, but also a promise of future retribution.
Oh, that grin is chilling. And this is where Shelley's chilling parting shot comes, aimed directly at Kobe.
Yeah, all right, I'll come with you. Just know she'll never be safe now, yelled right at Kobe's car.
A direct threat. Horrifying.
It's a direct, terrifying threat meant to shatter Kobe's victory. Alvin's low and dangerous retort to Shelley, however, is a strategic masterpiece of psychological warfare.
What does Alvin say?
He says, you know, guys like you disappear in the system. Guys like you have bad futures, played a bad hand. I'm sure you don't want to go out like a bad man. It's not just an arrest, is it?
No, that's far more than a simple arrest. If we connect this to the bigger picture, Alvin is warning Shelley about the informal justice that operates outside the strict legal system, hinting at consequences that are beyond the official charge of a speeding ticket.
Right, the system beyond the courts.
Exactly. It's a powerful psychological blow in a criminal chess match, aimed at disrupting Shelley's confidence and control and instilling a deeper fear. Alvin is reminding Shelley that even within this system, there are other rules, other forces that can make life very unpleasant for someone like him, potentially implying an unofficial network of retribution for his past actions against an officer, maybe, or even Chief Smith's daughter. It's a message that resonates deeply within the criminal underworld, a reminder that even when you think you're untouchable, you can still play a bad hand and face severe repercussions.
Shelley is taken, but his threat lingers, casting this long shadow over Larissa's newfound freedom, reminding them this is far from over.
Yeah, that threat hangs heavy.
Larissa appears in the doorway, a beautiful mess of relief and terror, tears streaming down her face. She runs directly into Kobe's arms, burying her face in his chest, the raw, unbridled emotion of the moment, a profound sense of safety mixed with the immediate, visceral understanding that this was only the beginning.
It's a temporary reprieve, not an ending. Freedom, but fragile.
Exactly, fragile freedom. Kobe, understanding the immediate need for security and sanctuary, immediately takes Larissa to the Four Diamonds Hotel, the most secure place he could think of in Bishop Heights.
Good move. Secure location.
He flashes his Falcon Hills Security Forces badge at the front desk, explaining the gravity of the situation without revealing all the messy details to the manager, securing a high-end suite with a security guard stationed outside,
Falling rank a bit.
using his resources. Larissa collapses onto the plush bed, the tension finally leaving her body in one sudden rush. The overwhelming silence of the room, starkly different from her recent terror, must have been a comfort and maybe a shock all at once.
Exhale. What's crucial here is that this immediate need for a sanctuary isn't just about physical safety. It's about creating a psychological refuge to begin healing.
Right. Mental safety, too.
Kobe understands that true protection isn't just about removing the immediate threat, but about restoring a sense of peace, a space where Larissa can feel safe enough to process her trauma and start to rebuild. It's a crucial first step in their journey towards freedom, recognizing that emotional and mental recovery is just as important as physical safety after such an ordeal. It allows her to decompress and finally confront the past that has held her captive.
And in this safe space, Larissa can finally reveal the dark truth that has bound her, shedding the burden of her secret. Her confession about her brother, Terrence, is just heartbreaking and shocking.
What happened?
He did a job for Shelley once, something went wrong, and some money, a lot of money, disappeared. Shelley, in his brutal retaliation, had Terrence shot.
Oh my God.
Larissa reveals, the police said it was a random act of violence, a robbery gone bad, but I always knew it was a setup to make me trapped. The chilling clarity of that realization must have haunted her for years.
Wow. And this is where Shelley's true villainy is exposed.
Yeah.
He not only murdered her brother, but then, with chilling calculation, transferred the debt to me after Terrence died. He said I owed him $120,000.
$120,000.
It's a debt that no matter how hard I work, never goes away.
She described it like being a machine and the debt is the fuel, a horrifying metaphor for perpetual servitude.
That's just what's profoundly fascinating in a dark way is how Shelley weaponized both grief and financial obligation to maintain absolute control over Larissa. This debt isn't just about money. It's a chain of emotional and psychological bondage designed to be unpayable, ensuring her perpetual servitude.
Right. She could never pay it off.
Exactly. It's a chilling example of the tactics of emotional and financial extortion, creating a trap that is incredibly difficult to escape from, even for someone as resilient as Larissa. This type of coercive control is a slow, insidious form of abuse designed to break down a person's will and independence.
It's absolutely insidious. But Kobe, hearing all this, responds with an unwavering promise, taking her hand. It's over now, Larissa. You don't need to worry anymore. I'll take care of everything. That debt is over.
Wow, that's a huge promise.
It's a massive promise to make, a clear sign of his commitment. He then asks if she'd relocate to move to Falcon Heights. Her small, genuine laugh in response, I kinda have to, don't I? Her eyes are shining with hope.
A moment of hope. It's a beautiful moment of shared vulnerability and finally looking towards a future together.
Yeah.
While Kobe and Larissa plan their new life, Shelley faces his own grim reality, buying them precious, temporary time. Shelley is initially smug in the Falcon Heights cruiser, convinced the trumped-up speeding ticket wouldn't stick. He's already planning his escape, demonstrating his overconfidence and his belief in his own invincibility.
He thinks he's untouchable.
Exactly. Officer Alvin, however, has this slow, knowing smile spreading across his face, clearly aware of something Shelley is not. He delivers the crucial intel that will buy Kobe and Larissa their window of opportunity.
What is it?
He says, you know it's after 5:30 a.m. on a Saturday, right? And phone privileges at the Falcon Heights Detention Center are from Thursday to Friday, 5:30 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Ah, bureaucracy for the win.
Exactly.
And this is where the narrative highlights an ingenious use of bureaucratic red tape and timing to gain a critical advantage. The realization dawns on Shelley's face, transforming his smugness into a slow-burning rage, replacing his cocky confidence. He wouldn't be able to call his lawyer for a minimum of 3 days.
3 days, that's huge.
Kobe, through Alvin's clever manipulation of the system, had bought Larissa time, and In this world, time was everything. It's not a permanent solution, obviously, but it's a brilliant tactical move in a much larger, more dangerous game, demonstrating Kobe's sharp thinking beyond mere brute force.
It's a small victory, but a vital one. Time is purchased indeed, but the game is far from over, and Shelley's extensive network is already mobilizing, even without his direct command.
Right, the threat isn't just Shelley. We see a brief, precious calm after the storm, a much-needed moment of respite. Larissa wakes in Kobe's arms at the Four Diamonds, a scene she had only ever imagined.
A moment of peace.
Their decadent breakfast of steak and eggs, their conversation flowing, as if they had known each other forever, even joking about Kobe's lonely vigil at the clock tower. It's a glimpse of the normalcy they're fighting for. Larissa admits Shelley's constant surveillance. Every second of the day it was, what are you doing? Where are you going? And most importantly, who are you talking to? That constant scrutiny must have been utterly exhausting.
Just suffocating. Kobe, understanding the depth of her trauma and the toll it has taken, offers her wild side, a specific strain of medicinal cannabis known for calming properties, wanting her to close her eyes without seeing shadows and hear silence without the threat.
That's thoughtful.
She falls asleep watching Bad Girls, Summer House, a stark contrast to the real-life drama she just escaped.
Yeah.
Kobe then calls Officer Alvin, who reassures him. He's secure. Shelley won't be able to make a move. He's got no one on the outside right now. He's just another guy in the system.
Famous last words.
Perhaps. Alvin's final words, "Relax with your girl, superhero," signify a temporary reprieve. These precious, fragile moments of peace and healing are carved out amidst ongoing, profound danger. These brief periods of normalcy become incredibly potent, representing what they are truly fighting for, a life unburdened by fear and constant threat.
But while Kobe and Larissa find this temporary peace, Shelley's criminal network is already stirring. Chris Shields, described as Shelley's hitman, right-hand man, and money man, discovers Shelley's absence.
Oh boy. The network activates.
His cold dread upon finding Larissa's door, slightly ajar, his inability to reach Shelley sends him into action. Chris's network is quickly activated, calling Redman the town gossip, then Bishop, the muscle, the enforcer.
Okay, these guys sound dangerous.
Bishop's chillingly calm response is truly ominous. The boss is probably in trouble, but don't worry, I'm already 3 moves ahead of them.
3 moves ahead. Not good. This is where the narrative powerfully illustrates that Shelley's network is like a hydra. You cut off one head and 2 more appear, already thinking 3 moves ahead.
Yeah.
The threat is not just Shelley himself, but a well-oiled machine. A sophisticated criminal organization already anticipating their next moves and mobilizing its resources. It highlights the deeply entrenched nature of criminal organizations and their resilience,
Right.
operating with layers of command, specialized roles, and contingency plans. They don't rely on a single leader. Loyalty, fear, and shared criminal enterprise bind them. This isn't just a personal vendetta. It's a battle against a systemic criminal force with deep roots.
And Kobe, intuitively aware of these lurking dangers, prepares himself and his loved ones for the next phase of this war. Kobe and Larissa check out of the hotel and head for Falcon Heights, but first, they stop in Diamond Heights to tie up loose ends and secure his own support system.
Smart. Can't leave his flank exposed.
Kobe visits his sister, Jasmine, 22, who instantly clicks with Larissa, offering a moment of genuine human connection. Jasmine gives Kobe a serious, heartfelt warning. Just call me if you need me, bro, for anything. It's a reminder of familial loyalty, another anchor in his turbulent world.
Good to have family support. He then visits his Uncle Sweetie, a 48-year-old man recently released from prison, a man of few words, but well-known influence.
Uncle Sweetie. Okay. Sounds like a character.
Kobe recounts the entire story to his uncle, asking for his blessing to leave, and critically, for protection for Jasmine. Uncle Sweetie's joking refusal, "Nope, she's on her own," apparently belies his underlying promise of protection, a subtle nod to the unspoken codes of their world.
Right. Sometimes a no means yes in the circle.
Kobe's final stop is his apartment, emerging with 2 well-stuffed duffel bags of gear and with the face of a man ready for war. If we connect this to the bigger picture, Kobe's actions demonstrate a fundamental shift. He's not just reacting anymore, he's proactively building a support system and preparing for battle. The gear symbolizes his full acceptance of the ongoing conflict, embracing a warrior's mindset for love, understanding that this fight will require more than just quick thinking. It will require full-scale personal war, utilizing every resource and connection he has.
With his family and his gear secured, Kobe moves to establish their new life. He secures a fixer-upper house at 4250 Southwest End in Falcon Heights from Leroy Page, a realtor and businessman. Kobe promises to double Leroy's money by June 3rd, accepting Leroy's shark-like warning, a subtle acknowledgement of the new, gritty reality he now inhabits.
Doing deals he probably wouldn't have before.
Needs must. The Welcome to Falcon Heights sign, initially a beacon of hope, is almost immediately shattered.
Oh no, how? That beacon of hope is indeed immediately extinguished. Larissa's cell phone rings just as they cross the city line. It's Kelly, frantic. "Shelley's men, they're at the hospital. They're searching for you. Are you safe?"
Already, how did they know where to look?
It's a gut-wrenching moment, confirming Shelley's reach is far wider than they imagined. And then, before Larissa can even process that, an unknown number sends a text. "Where are you going? You still owe the family." Below it, a chillingly precise picture of their exact location on the GPS.
What? They tracked her phone.
This raises an incredibly important question about the pervasive nature of digital surveillance in our modern world. Even after a daring escape, their digital footprint betrays them, showing how interconnected our lives are.
Terrifying.
Kobe's immediate urgent command: "Give me your phone," disabling her location services, GPS, and planning for a new phone. We need to be lost in the system. This highlights the constant battle for privacy and security in an interconnected world where criminal elements can leverage technology just as easily as law enforcement.
Larissa's fear, instead of escalating further, starts feeding, replaced by a quiet sense of resolve. She is no longer a victim, a woman on the run with a man who wasn't afraid to fight for her.
She's found her strength in this, too.
Yeah, but the implications of persistent digital tracking empowering criminal elements are chilling, truly emphasizing how much harder it is to disappear in a modern, hyper-connected world. Even in their moment of escape, they're still visible, still vulnerable.
Kobe and Larissa settle into their fixer-upper at 4250 Southwest End, finding this brief, almost fragile sense of peace in the routine, a small pocket of normalcy amidst the storm.
Trying to build a life.
Trying.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, Shelley Tate, in his cold, sterile cell, spends days in a blur of rage and helplessness. He is stewing, planning, waiting. At precisely 5:30 a.m. on Thursday morning, the cell door opens, and he's offered his phone call and then to see the judge. The clock has finally ticked into his favor.
The 3 days are up, and his response is truly chilling. Shelley's menacing grin, his eyes burning with a vengeful fire, are truly unsettling indicators of his unyielding determination.
He hasn't let it go.
Not one bit. His call to Chris, his right-hand man, is devoid of any pleasantries, cutting straight to the malevolent point. "I know where she is. Make sure that bitch knows who she's messing with by any means necessary."
By any means necessary.
He hangs up before Chris can reply, making it a chilling statement of intent that leaves no room for doubt about his plans. What truly resonates here is that the chess match between Kobe and Shelley kicks into high gear. The brief peace is shattered, and Shelley's determination for revenge is absolute, indicating that the game has truly begun and he will stop at nothing.
Indeed. The call is made, and its effects ripple quickly to Larissa's new, supposedly safe home. Larissa is sitting on the front porch at 9:47 p.m., waiting for Kobe after his first day as a security cadet.
His new job, trying to be normal.
She's lost in her thoughts, daydreaming about their new life, enjoying a brief, precious moment of normalcy, a mental escape into the future she hopes to build. Then, a dark red Locust Nova, a four-door coupe with blacked-out windows and a beat-up front end, drives slowly past the house. Its engine rumbles, an ominous sound that immediately shatters the tranquility.
A specific car, the Locust Nova, okay?
The car blows the horn twice. A short, deliberate burst. Larissa's chilling realization cuts deep. The horn was a signal, a familiar one. It was a sound she hadn't heard since she was a little girl, a code her brother had used to let her know he was home.
No. Her brother's signal.
"No way," she whispers, her heart pounding. "Not here. Not now." The sheer audacity and the precise, deeply personal nature of that signal are truly terrifying.
Using her dead brother's signal against her, that's monstrous.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the Nova's appearance isn't just a car driving by. It's a profound violation of their new sanctuary, a direct, intimate message from the past that Shelley's reach extends far beyond prison walls.
Yeah.
The familiar signal, once a comfort and a symbol of familial connection with her brother, is now a terrifying harbinger of danger, confirming that they are not truly lost in the system yet.
God.
This reveals the deep psychological impact of such threats, and the concept of an inescapable past that continues to haunt, even in a new city, even with new protections. It's a reminder that true freedom is not just about physical escape, but about escaping the shadows of your past.
And the story leaves us on this powerful cliffhanger
Right there on the porch.
with the chilling realization that their battle for freedom and peace has just intensified in the most personal way possible.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. We followed Kobe and Larissa's journey in Love or Lava, from a blossoming online romance sparked in the most unexpected of places, that comment section of an Outlander Extreme video,
Show can't get over that.
to a daring rescue and the precarious beginning of a new life under constant threat. It's a profound testament to the power of love, the insidious nature of coercive control and financial bondage, and the relentless, often dangerous pursuit of freedom against overwhelming odds.
This deep dive into Vincent Hopson's narrative really reveals how profound commitment can push individuals to extraordinary, often reckless lengths. We've seen how the past, particularly one tied to criminal networks, can cast long, dangerous shadows, and how the fight for peace often involves navigating both systemic failures in law enforcement and profoundly personal threats. Crucially, we've observed how digital connections can be both a source of profound intimacy and, terrifyingly, a tool for dangerous surveillance and ongoing oppression.
As Larissa stands on her porch, hearing that familiar, now menacing, horn signal from the Locus Nova, she realizes her new beginning is already under siege. In a world where digital traces persist and criminal networks operate with chilling efficiency and deeply personal knowledge, can Colby and Larissa ever truly be lost in the system and find lasting peace?
That's the question, isn't it?
What does true freedom look like when the past refuses to let go and the war for your love has only just begun?
We invite you, the listener, to reflect on Kobe and Larissa's incredible story, considering the risks they took, the challenges they continue to face, and what it truly means to fight for a future when the past is constantly lurking, ready to resurface and claim its due.
Thank you for joining us on the Deep Dive. We hope this conversation has given you a fresh perspective and a deeper understanding of the world within Vincent Hopson's Love or Lava, and perhaps even a new lens through which to view commitment and resilience.
Till next time.
Until next time, keep digging, keep questioning, and keep exploring.